Well, my philosophy is, I'm a CEO. I haven't always been a CEO my whole life, right? I've been on the front lines as an employee, had a lot of different jobs. My whole philosophy about that is, I don't ask anyone to do anything I wouldn't do myself unless I'm not qualified to do it. I love to get in there and work with them. When I walk around the campus, if I see a piece of paper on the ground, I bend down and pick it up. I don't wait for the ground crew to pick it up. Um, Part of it is leading by example and building the kind of respect. I talk to people all the time here, especially newer employees. They'll be almost in awe. Oh, you're the CEO, and they won't talk right away. Or I got to be quiet. The CEO's coming, and I try to teach them real early on that I just have a different title. The CEO it's a different title. It's a different set of skills. It's not more important than the receptionist outside my office here. It's the first person everyone sees when they walk in the door. That's an important person because it sets the tone for everyone that walks through this door. She sets the tone out there. And I appreciate that. I appreciate the work that she does very much. And so I let her know that every time I see her, I thank her for being there. And I try to thank everybody for coming in to work because it's important. And I'm grateful that they're here. And so I try to lead with people, not through people. And I've worked for both types of managers, and the managers that are out there with you trying to solve problems, you always love them because you feel like they understand what you're doing and you understand what they're doing. And I love it when people say, "Get out of here. Let me do this." I know you can help me, but let me do it on my own. That means now they have enough trust that they can actually say that to you. Get away, let me do this. But they also are what they're not saying is, I'm glad you were volunteering to be at my side while I'm doing this job. I'm glad you were here to help me fix that motor or change that light bulb or whatever it is. So they do appreciate, they do notice it. That's really the idea of building a culture where people feel supported, where people feel heard, where people feel seen. And to the degree that you can do that at any level of leadership or management, you're going to have a much more productive team.